afternoon right now, time of recording this. So we're going to get into a few self-love messages. What do you need to know from your higher self at this time? Even though we have, D-Day on Friday, well, no matter what the holiday, no matter what the season, no matter what's going on, it's of the utmost importance that we are pouring into ourselves. And just so you know, all my decks have been properly cleansed. In between my readings, we don't play about that, okay? So this is one of my favorite decks because I'm a water baby. So as we open this reading, we call on our spirits for our grace and highest good to provide us with the messages that's needed for our higher self, that's in alignment with our divine purpose, our divine passions. So we are asking and seeking divine guidance. So what does the collective need to know from their higher self right now? Ooh, one. And before this came out, I heard get clear. But this reads, may you see things as they are. Get clear about what you want. Get clear about what you need to do, what you want to do. Get clear about your goals. Like, this is literally like sitting down and kind of starting over and being very specific and resetting your intention when it comes to what your life should be looking like. And what else is here? Decide. May you navigate with purpose and believe. May the sea deepen your faith. Okay. So, and at the bottom is powerful. But I started to say powerhouse. Okay, so with this here, like I just said, it is time for you to refocus on yourself. Figure things out as far as what you're trying to do, how you need to do it, and what you're going to need to get it done. That's why Decide is out here. Because I said all those things before recording came out. You have to decide. Yes, in the past, certain things happen and you feel like you might have made some bad mistakes. You're not as trusting of yourself as you were once. But now is the time to kind of break out of that. Now is the time to really believe in yourself and do things differently. Reevaluate yourself in a different way. Which is why, lastly, you have believe. Hello. Believe in yourself. It's not about other people and what they thought and why they thought and so on and so forth. Believe in yourself and the gifts that you know that you have within you. Believe in yourself and the things that you know that you're called to. Believe in the things that you know you can create. Believe in the ways in which you know that you can help. Believe in the very best and pure parts of yourself while continuing to work and heal the areas where there's still pain, where there's still trauma. I heard tear and tear. So continue to do your work, continue to do your shadow work. And with all of this, be honest. Be honest about how in some of these situations where you were not trusting yourself, how you got there. Be honest about who you were involved with and why you were still being involved with them and you wasn't supposed to. Be honest about your part that you played in the situation. Yes, we know other people are going to do their thing, but you still have control of yourself. You still have control of yourself. So with that being said, and like I said, at the bottom of that, before I saw it, I was going to say powerhouse, but it says powerful. So it's also giving that energy of you are a lot stronger than what you think. You are or should be in a time of recovering from a loss, coming out of something. And that's why there's so much emphasis on you refocusing on self. That's why you spend enough time, dedicated enough of your life to other people, and now it's time for you to really focus on yourself. So we're going to use the fallback deck to get some encouraging words and or affirmations. Ten is significant. Ooh, first one out. Reflect on your strength. We forget how strong we are until we look back at all we've overcome. You are resilient. Your growth is forever. Did I not just say it's time for you to reevaluate yourself and what you're trying to do, what you want to do, and the things that you even feel like you're called to do? Yeah, it's time to get back to it. What else we got? Be where you are. Every situation has its gifts. Move forward. We must first, excuse me, to move forward, we must first honor where we are. For now, where you are is where you need to be. Once again, that energy of reevaluating things and reconfiguring what actually is going to work for you, and the best way to go about deciding, once again, how you're going to get to that place to where you need to be. All right, let me get 2 more. Follow. I love this one. Be what you seek. Let your desires inspire you to transform. Match the vibration of what you want. Still, once of course, and it's right on point because it's still that decide energy. You making up your mind about what you want. You are the one that needs to decide. You can't let anybody else's thoughts about how your life is supposed to go, how certain things are supposed to look, get in the way of what you are truly called to do. Once again, there's this word, powerful again. Powerful. That's the second time that has come out. But you do have control of your life, even though you don't feel like it. You actually do. And it's okay to move within that belief and to move, once again, believe, see? Move within that knowledge. It's going to be scary. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it actually be terrifying. But the more you do it, the more consistent you are, the better results that you're going to get when it comes to, once again, where you need to be and what you actually want. All right, give me one more, please. Ooh. And look at where it fell out. Look at that. Gratitude. Remember when you wanted what you have now. Give thanks. Your grateful heart is a magnet for love and abundance. Now, with that being said, it's an old saying that says, I wouldn't trade my journey. I wouldn't trade my journey for no ways. So with that being said, this goes back to that reevaluating. This goes back to that being very clear on what is important to you and what you actually need to be doing. And it's funny because at the bottom of the deck, it says, mind your business. You've been doing too much, trying to focus on other people's problems and fix other things for them. And you have not, that's a lot of why you haven't been focusing on yourself. You have a big heart, but so many of your mistakes came from who you were involved with and for keeping people around way too long. Way too long. Hold on. One more card in here. It's really time for you to focus on you. And I know for some of y'all that's going to be very hard because for some of these people, you're very worried about them. But at the end of the day, especially when you talk about adults, if they want it, they got to fight for themselves. No matter what happens in life, if you really want it, you have to fight for it. Can't nobody do the work for you. And they shouldn't want nobody to. Yes, support is helpful, but only if it's healthy. Because if it's not healthy, then that means you're an enabler. And all that's going to do is cause you more problems and more time. And we ain't got that to do. So once again, be clear. Be clear about what you want out of your life. Be clear about the things that you're called to. Those things that you can't stop thinking about. The things that you've been wanting to try. Be very clear about that and decide how you're going to start that business. Decide how you're going to pour into yourself consistently. Because when you heal, it's not, oh, let me do this once a week. No. As things come up, as things get more clear, as things, just happen, you'll know what work needs to be done. But you still have to learn how to focus in spite of everything else going on around you. You can't get distracted by other people. It's time for you to mind your business and focus on you. and believe in you and the things that you're called to do. And it was certain things, certain dreams that you had that you told people about, and they downed you for it, and you fed into that negative energy, those negative comments. And no, it's not okay. It's time to fully come out of that. So with the tarot here, let's see. What does the collective need to know? What did I... Baby, I can't make it up. Two of Swords. You have to decide. You have to decide the type of life that you want. You have to decide what your life is supposed to look like. You can't put it off on nobody else, and then you can't blame it on nobody else for why it's not working right. What I just said? How many times I'm going to say it? You have to decide what you need and what you want. Because as you do the work, your fruits, your seeds should be blooming. But don't be salty if you got bitter fruit because you were so invested into everybody else that your stuff, either one, is not growing, or two, like I said, it's bitter because that's what they were pouring into you. They weren't pouring in nothing good. It's time for for things in your life to balance out. All right, clarify the Two of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. You have the talent and the skills to make your life beautiful, but you have to commit to yourself. Yeah. Then what I said some of y'all are so worried about other people. It's time to get out of your head about, oh, if I do this, what's going to happen? Or if I leave them alone, what's going to happen? It's time to focus on you. It is time to focus on you. And granted, you can... I'm not saying once you start doing this, everything, you're not going to be worried or concerned about them, nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is it's time for you to free your mind. It's time for you to free yourself. 2 is significant and 10 is significant. Remember that. Because you are very powerful, but you like hunched up in a corner in one of the darkest rooms in the world. It's time for you to let that light shine, baby. Clarify 7 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles, please, and thank you. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Yeah, and you see how long it took for this to come out? Because that is indicative of the work that needs to be done. It might take a minute, but you'll get there. If you pour into yourself and you do your work and you go with the flow, you see how this is going up? It's like kind of going up and down, but they still on there. They ain't fell off. You go with the flow, let things balance out by you doing your work. You will have so much to celebrate, and you'll have real community and real people around you that truly love you, that genuinely will feed that positivity into you. But you have to pour it into yourself. You have to decide to pour it into yourself. Water is very significant. A water sign could be significant as well, because you have water in literally 4 of these cards. All right, clarify the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Cups, please. Don't worry about losing everybody, because for every person and everything that you lose to better yourself, the way that your ancestors and your spirit team and the creators are gonna replace it, and who they're gonna replace it with, and how they're gonna do it, it's gonna blow your mind. I'm telling you. Okay, the 10 of Wands. Now, a lot of people be afraid of this card. I'm not. Here's why. Because the 10 of Wands talks about everything that you've been carrying and how hard it's been. Everything that you've been carrying and how tiring it's been. And didn't I just say 10 was significant? I said that at the very beginning. But the thing about this is the end. Because it's time for you to lay down your burdens. Because after the 10, that's it. This is the end. There's no 11 of Wands. It's 10. Like, and that's it. Because after the 10 of Wands comes the Page, and that's a new beginning. That's a energy of moving, a positive energy of moving forward, which is, look what you have at the bottom of the deck, a renewal. And then I say you need to review yourself. That's giving the Sixes energy, the energy of reconnecting with source, grounding, just refiguring things out and really reconnecting with the best of you, to what the best of life has to offer. That's what this is about. And that was beautiful. I love it, because this is one of my specialties for a reason. You can be as smart as you want, as creative as you want, as intelligent, whatever. But if you don't pour into yourself, you will never achieve the things that you're supposed to. You will never, and it's not me talking bad. I know from experience, you will never achieve the things that you're supposed to if you don't commit to yourself first. Commit to yourself first. That's why, like you see out here, you only have one card that has multiple people on it. And the Three of Cups it's about community. It's about celebrating. Depending on the deck you use, sometimes it can make you feel like kind of has that auntie energy, that family reunion type of cookout energy. But because it's time to focus on you. And as you focus on you and you shed and you let these people go away, you let these things go away, I promise. And I know I cut myself off, but just follow me. You will feel so much lighter, because you're going to lay all this down. You're going to lay all this down. But this is why, this is what I specialize in, self-love reading. Because, baby, if you can't get it right with you, it's not going to be right with nobody else. Okay? Until next time.